They ask him about SQL a lot. God knows. Totally different people. He was sincere answering SQL questions as well. So some questions are kind of open-ended questions. It's not exactly, it's not HTML or SQL. It's kind of methodology or vision. What is negative testing? What is positive testing? We just did it today, you remember. Okay. Which type of testing results in highest number of bugs? Negative, guys, gives more than positive of same kind. Let's say if you do manual black box regression testing, then negative manual black box regression will give you more bugs than positive black box regression. See what I mean? Oh, okay. It is kind of obvious because negative testing is neglected mostly by other people. So when you go there, you will see more mushrooms, okay? Because that forest has less mushroom pickers in there. Software development life cycle. I like that one. Conceptual model used in project management. Guys, the whole thing is created for project management purpose. You know why? Because when they split everything in stages, now it's easier to manage. Now you have deliverables, you have schedule, you have resources. So now you understand what you are doing as a manager. You are managing. Okay? Conceptual model used in project management that describes the stages involved. Stages is something which is easy to manage. Very often, let me see here, development life cycle, if I have it on the forum. So people say, being asked what is software development life cycle, they are saying analysis, requirements. They start talking about stages. Guys, stages are not answering the question, what is software development lifecycle? It answers the question, what are the stages? Okay? And I'm just trying to see if we have it or we don't have it in our list. I'm not sure. Functionality SDLC. No, you don't see it? OK, let me show you something here. Let me go to Google. And if I type here software development life cycle, and then I go to images here, so to visualize, guys, it shows you so many different ways. That is agile. So many different ways. Look at that picture. It says initiation first. Depends on what kind of organization is there. So in some organizations, big ones, someone has to initiate first. So they write proposal, or I don't know, initiate, then system concept development, then planning, then requirements analysis, then design development, integration and test, implementation. Implementation means they make sure people use it, operation and maintenance, and then disposition, end of life. OK, that is one. And it is all about where exactly it was happening, guys. What type of organization. Next one is very simple. Look, it says requirements analysis, design, implementation, coding, OK, testing, evolution. Requirements analysis, design, implementation, testing. Very simple one. Yeah. What is this? Analyze requirements, design, code, document, maintain. Very simple. So, and wherever you go, you will see different possible ways of doing that. So, you cannot really define much by stages, because you are likely to run into people having different stages in their mind. If you say software development life cycle is Analysis, requirements, design. Wait a second. Where is initiation? Where is planning? Where is end of life? You know, or disposition. It is a concept. What is software development lifecycle? Conceptual model used in project management, which describes stages of software development. And then you say magic word. For example. As an example, you can come with something very simple. Analysis, requirements, design, coding, maintenance. That's it. Is it clear? So guys, that is we are talking about your homework, by the way. So you go to session 1 in the online homepage, okay? And you have to go through the questions and answers here. Then what you do, we have a survey here, 10 questions. And you go through all the 10 questions. And what you do not do, you do not do copy-paste from any source. Because that way, I guarantee you're going to fail. You're going to fail all our tests. You're going to fail any interview, because there is no interview where they check your ability to copy and paste. So that is the way to nowhere, okay? And I can guarantee you guys, if you go that way, that is the end of your story. It ends without actually any beginning, okay? So what you do, you have the resources where you learn what it means. You are very welcome to Google and this and that, but you still provide verbally the definition. And if you cannot practice, do it on piece of paper, do it in Notepad, but until you can really do it yourself, practice. That is the whole purpose of that. Let me go and clean your, here is the SurveyMonkey, is the software we use for quizzes. Okay, let me go there. Just in front of you, I go there, and SQA Basic 1. 2 hours ago, someone did it? Who did it 2 hours ago? I don't know. So let's clean it up. Clear. Okay, I will clear. Clear. So guys, it is supposed to be cleaned in a minute. And that is what you do. So QA Basics 1, that is the survey you do at home in between today and Thursday. Actually, you have today, evening today, and the whole day tomorrow to do it. And when you get together, when we get together Thursday, I'll be going overseas for 10 days, coming back on 30th. So we have more teachers here in our staff, and they will make sure you do the right answers. And we use the quizzes just to go again and again through your answers, so it allows us to point to specific issues which will reveal when you fill it out, okay? So that is the mechanism of making sure you are good at interview time. James Beck video. Good. Good.
What?
James is a kind of legendary guy. He is absolutely brilliant. He is the best speaker on YouTube when it comes to software testing. I mean, we have more traffic anyway, but he is real good. And in that lecture, he explains the essence of software testing so nicely. It changes your mind. It changes your vision. It puts you ahead 90% of people who work in the field. So that is must. It will really change you when you listen to him. So I don't want to tell you what's in there, but guys, I can tell you, you're going to be pleased. You're going to be pleased. I mean, he's a rare guy. He speaks with no accent, really. So very rare, yeah. That is another video of, oh no, that is the article. Let me see, yeah, here. There are a couple of opinions on what makes people good testers. So Trevor Carter. There are going to be more people there. Yeah, so Trevor here and Bob Cheney, and then. Okay. So we have few people here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Read it. Okay. Read it and try to describe for yourself, define for yourself, what does it take to be a good tester. Because if you understand that, if you have an idea, it will help you to focus on the right things. And we also have lots of misconceptions here. Some people believe in certificates, you know. Certificate will open doors for him. I don't know. No, I don't believe that. I mean, I know it is not going to happen. What else? Training. I see people going to City College for 5 years. They already have PhD, but they come from whatever country. They go to City College to bankrupt the state of California because it costs lots of money. You know, City College is a costly thing to the state. And you know what? They never get a job because there is always a class they didn't take yet. They want more classes and more classes, and it becomes ridiculous, and then it becomes psychological problem, and the state has no money to, you know, put them in a hospital. But that is the right place. People come and say, you know what? To get a job, you have to know Java, and PHP, and SQL, and Ruby, and Selenium, and QTP, and God, if you start making that list, it's going to be that big. And it's not true. It is not true. They just do not understand how to read the job requirements. They go to DICE and they start reading the stuff. What really happens when you go to job market, you will see that many skills. And you can take classes, but when you take classes, you develop yourself horizontally, okay, in that direction. You do not move forward. To move forward, you need to start working. So when you start working, you move from educational to experience now, okay? But what happens out of all that, when you start working in your first company, let's say your internship company, that is the exposure you have. Out of all of that, that is what you have. Now you want to take class, take it in that field. Why? Because then your class becomes your experience, not another horizontal development in the classes, which means no moving forward. Then you go to another project, you might add something. You go to another project, you add something. It doesn't come from books you read. It comes from experience you have, the hands-on, plus the books you read, to support what you do hands-on. So then if you work for 5 years, all that set of things is your experience. It's not educational anymore. It's all experience. But 10 years in City College learning that stuff will not substitute for 1 year of actual experience using 10% of it. See what I mean? It is still kind of prenatal, okay? So before you get born as a tester, okay? Doesn't help. So, what does it take to be a good tester? It takes testing. So part of your homework is to register with UTest. Read first that chapter on the school forum. Read what they say on the website. Watch a couple of videos they have, and then register. The critical part of your registration will be specifying which devices you have to test. Okay? Anybody has Microsoft Windows? No? Windows 8, no? Android, iPhone? Good, good. So if you have more than just one, let's say if you have iPhone, and then you have iPad, and then you have iPod, and then you have, God knows, what else might be there. So give them all the devices. If you have one and your husband has another one, So different ones. Say you have 2 different ones. If your child uses a third one, say you have 3 different ones. Because the more different things you have, the more projects they're going to send your way. But if they start sending you projects, you cannot just skip them. You really have to embark. You really have to do it. And they have certain system of deciding if you are bronze level, silver level, gold level. So they kind of yours. Bronze.
No,
sorry,
silver.
Silver. Okay. Okay. Going gold.
Yeah.
How much do they pay you for bug per bug?
It depends on project.
Okay. What normally what do they pay you?
Normally around $8.
Okay. I remember one girl. It was just 1 bug, but she made $25 out of 1 bug. So again, it's not about the dollars you make, but it's about things going into your resume. You started today, and you focus on the projects. One thing, word of warning about U-Test. They have totally different definitions of everything. So test case to them is not what we call test case. Bug report is not what we call bug report. I mean, the structure and the way it is done is different. So anyway, anytime you go somewhere and they ask you something, never tell them what you've seen on U-Test. Because if you start bringing examples from U-Test, you're not going to get a job. It is not how companies work outside of U-Test. Is it clear? They have different structures. Since they pay per bug, for example, you might write 3 bug reports, and you think you deserve 3 times to be paid. And they might say, not really, because they are related. Means it was enough to report 1 bug to fix all 3. See what I mean? They do not want you to make more money out of same number of bugs fixed. So it is all different. It's good for projects, for exposure, but it is not good for taking how they do things and extrapolating that on outside of U-Test. Don't do that. That is very dangerous. Okay, one more thing. Next session, guys. To come here, you are supposed to become students, which means you register, you pay the money, you get the book, we'll give you the book, and we will give you what to read in that book later on. So that is the rule. Any questions so far? So we talked and talked and talked. So what are the questions? About the processes, internships, timeline, God knows. Yes?
So the agreement says the session's going to end July 15th, but that's more than 10 weeks. So could you elaborate on that?
I do not do that schedule, so Sophia does the schedule. I don't know. We might sometimes add more sessions for this and that, but we have in July we have vacation time, so maybe because of this. So first week of July we are out of session, around July 4th. So maybe because of this, but it is supposed to be 10 weeks, and I can show you one more page we have. It is going to be portnov.com, SQA, if I'm not mistaken, just a second, template. Let's see if it is there. Yeah, uppercase, uppercase with underscore in there. Template, and then we have schedules of classes here. So that is the January class is the one which just finished, and basically this is your class coming. Your schedule will be different from them, but the February class is the class which is happening right now. That is how schedule looks like. You will get your own schedule. That is the schedule, and it says, okay, Wednesday. So before lunch, SQA 1, okay. After lunch, SQA 2. We give numbers before lunch, after lunch. So each one has its own number. Okay, who is teaching? Mikhail. Okay, that is me. Then in the previous class, so it was second day, it was HTML and testing types. who is teaching? Olga K. We have two Olgas, Olga K and Olga C. Okay, and that is how your schedule looks like, and it is perfectly 145 hours. I mean, so whichever day it ends is not that much important. So you all have pretty much same schedule, and your schedule is coming. So it's not ready yet, but it will come within a week. So far, until it happens, so we just follow the online home page. But you will see. Okay, maybe it's ready already. I just have to upload. We'll take a look. Yes.
Midterms, how it's gonna be?
Midterms, just midterm. You come, we give you questions, and you write. It's all written test, and then within a day or two we tell you the results. It's a routine thing. If you just do what reasonably good students do, normal students, nothing outstanding is expected on your side, but just doing the routine, and you're going to be perfectly okay with all the tests and everything. So just you're supposed not to deviate from very clear way of doing things. As long as you do not deviate much, you're going to be okay. Okay.